Hello hunters, I'm the SurvivalVis, and we're going to be starting our Tikamoon Plains DLC series here on the channel for Way of the Hunter. So as you can see, this is the first time booting the game up since the DLC released, I think it was 3 days ago now? It came out almost out of nowhere. The announcement is coming out on the 11th of August, so I had no idea, and that's why last weekend I didn't even realize those episodes would be our last Aurora Shores ones. But there's a little bit of things here, new territory and story, new weapon type free for everyone, so we'll just click more info to read a little bit about it. It's an African hunting reserve, a new hunting adventure using various equipment including bows, and meet new animals with the lion as their leader. So it's update 1.24. Let's see, explores diverse landscapes from windy mountains, deadly deserts, and vast savannas teeming with life. Join Malachi, a professional hunting guide, or Malaki, not sure pronunciation there, apologize there. A professional hunting guide, as he leads a group of adventurers through the thrilling world of Tikamoon Plains, inspired by the African wilderness. Equip yourself with a wide selection of firearms, hunting bows, and gear to hunt for the best trophies and decorate your hunting lodge while immersing yourself in daily routines of unique wildlife. So yeah, you can explore by car, UTV, foot, abundant wildlife. Let's see. Black wildebeest, common warthogs, Egyptian geese, Cape buffalo. A lot of the big name African animals are there. I know some that aren't included are elephants and rhinos. I know there's, I think, a little bit of debate on some people who are for and against not including them, whatever. I just kind of put it, the devs made it, I'll respect whatever the decisions are and just enjoy what the game does have on offer. What else is there? Yeah, compound bows have been added, so everybody's going to be able to get access to the Sky, Fair, and Wonder, which is kind of like how there was the one crossbow for Aurora Shores everybody got access to, and then there was a second one you could unlock in the DLC. Looks like there's actually quite a few varied compound bows. A couple of different sites. Free hunt single player mode, I'm not entirely sure what that means, and new difficulty hiker. So I'm guessing that one is, maybe your easiest of modes, where it's like you're not actually going to go for any animals. Another new thing is that animal charging behavior. Most animals can attack when the player gets close to them or when they are hurt. I guess this wasn't actually something in the game beforehand, which is... I guess I never really got close enough to know if animals would charge or not, but now they will, so we have to be careful. Sometimes charging ones are American black bears, brown bears, Cape buffalo, honey badger, Kodiak bears, and mule deer. Rare charges are Alaska moose, fallow deer, lion, Rock Mountain elk, Roosevelt elk, spotted hyenas, and western moose. And the very rare charges are, surprisingly enough, American badgers, bighorn sheep, common warthog, Eurasian badger, greater kudu, golden jackal, mountain goat, red deer, roe deer, sitka, whitetail, wild boar, wood bison, etc. Some new radio stations. Okay, I think that's about everything to go over for here. Oh no, the camera revolving when crouch walking. It's the flat one that's... Okay. Oh, Hunter sends ballistic info. Hit indicator changes color if projectile will hit the target while in the ideal hit energy range. Interesting, but anyway. Yeah, we're good to do... Oh, what's this? You decide which character you prefer to play at. Okay, so this is the free hunt choice. Objectives aren't available, so you don't do story jobs, tasks, etc. It's only available only after completing onboarding in story mode. Okay, interesting. Well, again, we are going to go for story mode. Map has predetermined character with their story share, profile animal economy shared with free hunt. So yeah, we want story. And we've been to Nez Perce, we've been to Transylvania, we are last on Aurora Shores. We're good to go for Tikamoon Plains, and we are going to try to stick to Hunter difficulty. I think I cranked that up after the story mode on Aurora Shores, but we'll see how things go with that active here. But I'm very curious to get my hands on the compound bows, see how they play out. And I'm kind of curious the range we'll be using them at. Because, the crossbow, it seemed like for, using your optics, is only out to 50 meters. Which, to be honest, I guess I am kind of maybe overestimating a crossbow's reach, but I thought it would maybe be able to go a bit further than just that. So, I don't know if the compound bows are going to be super, super close range, or how they'll kind of work or have their optimum, states to be. But we'll find out soon enough as we try the story mode here and just see how it all goes.
It is for good reason that any hunter dreams of visiting Africa at least once in their lifetime. Tikamoon Plains offer a high diversity of environments and animals. Across its vast savanna, lush grasslands and forests, challenging highland ranges and deserts. Hunters old and new will find unique ecosystems barely touched by civilization.
Panorama home. I guess that's our starting lodge, or like where we start from. Objectives. If you want to start the story of Malachi and his troublesome guests, take the phone from behind the booth next to the Panorama home entrance at any time, or simply hunt and explore at your own pace. Okay, that's interesting. So instead of like putting you right into the story, I guess it's like at any time you can choose to pursue it or just leave it be. And yeah, this is a fairly well-sized. Actually, is it? I was trying to say, like, is it a well-sized map? Although there are only these 4 marked places. So maybe, I don't know if it's as big as it looks, but once we get going and, like, we will start story mode, I think it was a good idea pursuing that and then some of the extra objectives afterwards.
Is it yet another day when I'm going to be at their beck and call?
Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Beasts of the Southern Wild. Ooh.
Where are you and your group? The wildebeest hunt was supposed to start half an hour ago.
You don't have to remind me. One of them messaged me at 4 a.m. and asked to pick them up. You know, I'm a hunting guide, not a nanny.
I know you think of yourself as their hunting guide, but you are hired to make them feel like they are at the most luxurious stay and safari hunting experience they paid for. You can call it safari guide, but hell, if they need a nanny, you will be their nanny.
Sydney, you know I don't complain much, but this group
is a pain in the ass, I know.
That's too harsh, but they are a bizarre bunch.
Very polite of you. I remember them as asshole number 1, number 2, number 3, and 4. Okay, maybe I remember the woman who stopped the shooter at the bank and won the Olympics a year later.
What?
You didn't know? She's basically a hero in the States. There was this bank robber who opened fire. She recognized the type of firearm he had, walked up to him as he was reloading, and pacified the fellow like a Terminator.
I had no idea.
Yeah, there was even a comic book called Trigger Vixen released about her. In the most epic moment of the story, she takes the gun from the shooter, makes him go down, and says, "Looks like you dropped something. Let me help you pick that up." And then she kicks him in the face. Oh, I still get goosebumps. I asked her to sign my copy, but she refused. If you get her to sign it, I will give you a bonus.
It's a deal.
I know you're saving up cha-chings to surprise your daughter.
She's the light at the end of the tunnel this month.
Well, back to wildebeest then. They won't be resting at that spot forever.
Got it, boss.
Okay, something interesting I just saw here is in the top right now, when you do have Hunter Sense activated, there's a little thing on your HUD that lets you know that you're doing, or like you're using it. Okay, but there's no little indicator for your speed when you seem to be like fast moving or you have slow walk enabled. Okay.
Hello? Anybody here?
So,
Guess not.
a lot of places for new trophies to put up for that. Oh. A few firearms in a gun cabinet. A few things like that. Okay, this just looks like standard lodge area, so we'll go... Oh. Actually, there might be a map somewhere, so yeah, we might as well go investigating the rooms and see what we can find. Okay, here's what I was expecting.
You've discovered Tikamoon Plains grasslands and forest habitat. The image of Africa may be strongly linked with savannas and deserts, but its grasslands and forests are also prospering. It's full of unique vegetation and a variety of animals, including springbok, greater kudu, Egyptian geese, and helmeted guinea fowls. And keep in mind that an occasional predator or two may visit these grasslands from the neighboring savanna.
It's gonna be interesting to see all the different species to really go after. Actually, truth be told, I'm not sure if I've played a hunting game that has really had Africa on offer for, like, a lot of species go after. Like, I've played Cabela's, but that's usually situated in North America and through a lot of the biomes there. The Hunter, I think the closest we might have gotten were the water buffalo and some of the species on, what's the Australian map called? I can't remember what that little, like, jungle-ish area was called where you need the water bottles for it. God, my memory's terrible, but yeah, this is going to be, I think, the first hunting game in quite a while where we'll have Africa on offer to try going for anything. And first up in the shop, it looks like these are all on offer already, which is nice. Okay, we'll buy all 3, because again, I'm a bit of a bow nut, so it'd be interesting to use them. Truth be told, I don't actually... I guess maybe it's just color preference for these 2? The switch and the lock-on, I don't really know what the difference between them is. Yeah, there's the Fair and Wonder, which is the basic one everybody gets, or if you don't have the DLC, you can still just buy in the shop. Gear... Oh, no new collars. That's going to be interesting. And it... Oh, that's a nice touch, is I don't think it was shown before. Oh, so these do carry over for the African animals. I don't know if it showed, like, the full animal species breakdown like this before this update. But it is nice to see that these do have, like, carryover. Okay, and then we also want to buy... Okay, we've got an odd choice with our bow. I mean, I'm used to, like, this is our standard thing here. Okay, that's just inspection. I was just going to see if there's, like, maybe a way to get an idea of, like, what the reference ranges were for those colors. But you could actually get a red dot sight for a bow. Okay, storage-wise... let's go for... Yeah, see, I don't know what the difference between these 2 would be. I guess we'll go for... you know what? I don't know if I like the red sticking out so much. We'll go for that, and just go for the standard compound bow sight, and maybe we'll try for, like, a tier... Maybe we'll look at a tier 5 rifle. Yeah, the Remington 1903 should be good. Collars... Okay, we know we want to go for something that would work on... Yeah, wildebeest, so we'll take that. I think the Predator Call would be a good one, because it does have for quite a range of species there. And what would be a last good one to use? Maybe the... I'm not sure about the Goose Collar. That one doesn't really have any species I can see for it. That one does offer Egyptian Goose. Maybe the Hog Collar for the common Warthog. I do apologize about how slow this one is for, like, a video so far, but... Oh, this one? Okay, maybe we'll go for the Grunt Collar, because Gemsbok and Greater Kudu can be called in with those. And again, I still don't know why you'd have 3 slots for optics. Okay, but that should be that good. Oh, let me open this up and get a little bit off. Read with hunting with a bow. Hunting with bows offers new possibilities and approaches. Let's list them together. Stealth and silence. One significant advantage of compound bows is their silent operation. Unlike rifles, which produce loud muzzle blasts, bows allow hunters to maintain low profile and minimize risk of scaring off game animals in the vicinity. Produce even less sound than crossbows. Versatility, offer versatile hunting experience, used for various types of game, different hunting environments. Limited range. Compared to rifles, compound bows have a shorter effective range, most effective used around 30 to 65 meters, while rifles can reach further distance. Limitation necessitates closer approach to the game because they're using a collar when trying to get closest to the animals. Arrow speed. Although compound bows generate impressive arrow speeds, they are slower than bullets. This makes it challenging to hit a moving target, as arrow's flight time allows the game to react and potentially evade the shot. Arrows are also greatly influenced by wind directions, take that into your calculation when aiming. Lethal force. Although compound bows lack instantaneous stopping power for rifles, they are still highly lethal. With proper shot placement, arrows' kinetic energy can result in quick and humane kills. So what does the crossbow list its ranging? 45 and 70. I'm surprised that the two are like that tied together for ranging. So basically, if you were using the crossbows, you kind of already know the distance you'll want to have been working with for using the new compound bows that have been added. Okay, but there's... Oh, that's outside. We don't want to go there. Let's try to get things underway and find this group we're supposed to be working with. Looks like they're probably over here, or we'll find some kind of clue to them over here. And they left the place a
Somebody
dump.
partied last night. Might as well clean this up, since I've been promoted to their nanny.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? We'll meet you there for that wild beast, Percy. It's Will... Yeah, this is like typical tourists. Don't listen to anything they're told by the locals or the guides.
We will meet you there for that wild beast, Percy.
Message this, message that. The young people no longer know how to just call.
Okay. Yeah, so now we're going to go off and start exploring and seeing what this place actually has on offer. Because already the flyovers have made it look really good. I'm granted, wayofthehunter. Oh,
You got them, Mr. Guide?
Nah, but I found a note saying they should be at the meeting spot.
Good, good. By the way, could you look at the AC units in their rooms? Looks like they're broken.
First a guide, then a nanny, and now I'm a repairman.
You are whatever they need you to be.
I'd love to help, but you forgot that I don't have access to their rooms. They asked for privacy.
Oh, damn it. I'll grant you access to their rooms, but your card will take a few days to update. The system we're using is as old as that buffalo you harvested last month.
I guess our bizarre bunch will have to deal with the heat for a few nights.
Well, snowflakes do melt easily in Africa.
that was a good little quip. Okay. Nope.
Good morning, Mr. Burnett. Michaela Vaughn speaking.
Morning. And it's Malachi, as I already told you.
Malachi.
Right, Mr. Burnett, you did. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it to the wildebeest hunt.
That's a shame. Can I ask you why? Is everything all right?
This is rather embarrassing to admit, but during my morning warm-up of 500 bow shots, I suffered a bowstring slap.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Are you okay? Should I take you to the hospital?
No, please. Can you imagine the headlines if the media finds out that an Olympic medalist had a fatigued form and didn't rotate her elbow correctly?
It's understandable. You're used to firearms, but archery is still new to you.
Let's not discuss this topic anymore. It's not my arm that is hurt, but my pride. I will have to switch to compound bows for the rest of my stay.
As you wish. By the way, my daughter is a huge fan of Trigger Vixen. Could I get your...
I intend to avoid that piece of work like the plague for the rest of my life.
Is the rest of the group coming?
The rest of the group does not concern me. The call is over.
There goes my bonus. I get chills just speaking with her.
Yeah, not exactly nicest person for, speaking from sounds of it. Ooh, we've got a ways of a drive to go. Okay, but I'm down for that. Yeah, so when she's talking about bow slap, and I mean, as much as... Oh my god, there's something else?
Hi, I won't be there for the wildebeest thingy.
But why, Miss Maddox? Weren't you excited the most yesterday?
I know, but I need to do a photo shoot with one brand for my Insta feed. The money isn't really worth it, but I didn't have a sponsor
I'm gonna drive
post
anyway.
for 2 weeks. I don't want to send the wrong message and not look advertiser friendly, you know?
Of course you don't.
Okay, old man. See you later. Oh,
Wow.
and send me the pictures of the wildebeest. It can even be dead if you forget to photograph it alive. Bye!
Yeah, I feel sorry for Malachi here. Hopefully next group that he gets is an actual professional or like... Oh my god, another one?
Hey, hey!
Sorry, who is this?
Sparks are flying! Thunder strikes! It's Casper Sparks!
Oh god, I already hate them.
Was it already your 6th, 7th time today?
Good morning, Mr. Sparks. I assume that's Miss Maddox in the background?
Yeah, she is frantically throwing her clothes all over the floor for that photo shoot, and I'm expected to help her choose. But listen, I can't make it to the hunt today.
Okay, we got a ways to go, but...
Malachi, not Moloch. Both may have originated in the Hebrew Bible, but they are not the same. How many times do I have to...
Okay, at least she remembers his name, although calls him an old man, so,
Remember any names without a jingle.
kind of shot herself in the foot for respect.
She can't find the best look for her photo shoot. Apart from helping her, I also got a sudden inspiration for my new book. Once I hit my vein, I can't let it go to waste.
My daughter says that creativity should be trained like muscles. You learn to enable it whenever you need it.
Nah, that's not it. Truly genius ideas strike anytime, anywhere. You never know. Just like lightning. Ooh, that's good. I should write it down.
God, please don't have us involved with them for much.
You won't stop with lightning metaphors? I will stop you. Which one?
Oh.
The golden mesh top or the emerald blouse?
Sorry, I gotta go.
I don't get how those two are best friends. That leaves Percy. At least he's always been precisely on time so far.
So, yeah, I guess maybe we'll only have to deal with one person? Okay, so that's a kind of kudu. But yeah, already the DLC is making me feel so sorry for Malachi. Like, I know they're not a real person, but I can only imagine there are actual, like, people who have to deal with the types like this for their living. Okay, interesting to spot them, but again, let's actually see about getting the story done, and hopefully with that out of the way faster, we'll have to deal with these people far less. But anyway, before I was interrupted by all the phone calls, yeah, bow slap is basically when you're drawing a bow and arrow, and even as a kind of noob or novice for archery, I even know what that is you kind of have to hold your arm a certain way with your elbow kind of turned at the right rotation. Because the bowstring is going to lash forward, and if you have your arm in the way of that, you're going to suffer. Depending on the weight of, like the draw weight of the bow, it can be really bad. Like compound bow, although it sounds like maybe it was a longbow or recurve bow for like story purpose here, it can still really bruise along the arm or really hurt. That's why there's actually a little bit of like. It's kind of like a little wrist protector or something you can wear, where it's almost just like a little flat patch you'll wear along your wrist here that's just meant to avoid the string slap. Well, yeah, that's just the little bit of archery info I do know, and I can actually input with things now that they do have the bows in game, but we'll see how this goes. Given how all of the, like DLC stuff hasn't really used too many people's character models, it's hard to say if we'll actually have a person at this spot, or we'll just be, like, trying to find him who's gone missing. I should actually take another quick look, just make sure. Yeah, we're closing into the spot. Okay. Let's just go up and see what we can find here, and then see if we can kick this first mission out of the way. So it's... Oh, actually, it's further than I thought. I guess because I don't have, like, a meter marker for, like, that objective saying where it is that I'm not sure how close I need to get to it. Well, it seems like we're approaching now. Oh. Okay, yeah, looks like we've got to go... you know what, I'm going to keep driving. It looks like on the map, yeah, it's just a dirt road. I think the blue means footpath, so we'll just take this along there. Oh, and it's a campsite. That's actually kind of handy to know. Oh.
Alexa, call the safari guide, not my spiritual guide.
Mr. Nash?
What? Well, who did she call this time?
It's Malachi Burnett. I'm waiting for you at the proposed location to hunt for black wildebeest.
Oh, now she calls the correct person. Perfect. Yeah, third time, maybe a charm should be their slogan.
I apologize. I don't follow.
Doesn't matter. I won't be there today. I've had enough of heat and animal smells, and I need to be in perfect shape for my afternoon meeting.
If I understand correctly, you won't be attending, as well as the rest of the group?
Yes, you are correct.
You could have let me know when you messaged me last night, or in the note you left in the lodge.
Look, I was indisposed last night. Hey, we're wasting your time right now, and as an entrepreneur, I understand there is nothing more annoying than that. You already have the permits and everything. You can go get the wild beast yourself, without amateur brats standing behind and asking dumb questions.
This is a unique experience some get to see once in their lifetimes, and you paid a large sum for it.
Yeah? And? It's our money. It's not like we care.
I'm making sure you enjoy your time here to the fullest. That's our company's motto. At least I think it is.
Oh, so you worry about your review. I understand. You will get your 5 stars and a tip. Now, I really have to go. Later.
I guess the lecture I practice will only reach my ears. But he's not wrong. Sydney wants me to fill up the lodge with taxidermies anyway.
Hello, group, and welcome to the black wildebeest hunting. Do not mistake this animal for the blue wildebeest. The easiest way to differentiate between them is to look at their tails. Black wildebeest have white or creamy tail hair, as opposed to blue wildebeest with black tail hair. Also, observe the color of their coat. Black wildebeest are more consistent, typically dark brown to black in color. Blue wildebeest are mostly blue-gray. Another option is to look at their horns. Do they curve forward? If so, you are looking at a black wildebeest. If they curve sideways out from the head, it's a blue one. I should stop. Haley laughs at me when she sees me talking to myself.
Truth be told, I would take these little lectures about differentiating the animals by sight well over any of the tourist crap. Like, just give me a DLC of, like, an actual hunting guide going through each little species on a reserve and telling me little tidbits like that. I'd be happy there. But, yeah, it seems like maybe we won't have to deal with the guests as much, although I'm guessing there's still going to be problems ahead with them. Okay. We have received an unusual request from the United States. You see, there's a man who claims that as a teenager he used to ride on top of a warthog. Yes, a warthog. He went into detail, explaining how he'd go on a safari with his buddies, hopping up and down, shooting left and right with a machine gun mounted on top of the poor animal. As a nature lover, my first instinct was to report that reckless behavior to the authorities, but as a human skeptic, I just think it's a simple case of American bravado going unchecked. Yeah, sounds like it. And luckily for the man, our company values the privacy of its clients and prides itself on fulfilling any request. The man argues that back then his life used to be so simple, and now he's so preoccupied with other business that any sight that would remind him of his teenage glory would brighten his mood. He had mentioned a rare figurine, but we reckoned he would be more satisfied with quality tusk. If we provide one, we'll pay significantly more than it is worth. Francois Malente, managing director at Memento Mori's African branch. Oh, what did I just hear? Something. Oh, black wildebeest. Actually, can I see it from here? Oh, I can see them from here. I was going to say, though, as they were going through, like, the tidbits of what to look for, the black wildebeest has a white tail, but the blue one has a black tail. It kind of seemed opposite to me. But I guess it's more so they go off, like, the full coat color. Okay, let me just hit the map. Okay, that's added. Truth be told, I don't know the rifle I should be using for them. Although, I wonder if this might be my chance to try it. Ooh, I might try with the bow and arrow and see if I can call them in. So you know what? As much as I wanted to get some hunting done today, maybe just going like an overview of Tikamoon Plains would be okay for now. And the next episode, we can try going hard more properly hunting and getting stuff done. So thank you guys for joining me on this first episode of Way of the Hunter, Tikamoon Plains DLC. If you did like the video, you should give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, you should in the comments right down below. And until I do catch you in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.